Please stand. Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Bears. We are here to close out this short week and this Pop Show Assembly schedule today. We have our Bear Week recap this morning and one final spotlight for Black History Month. I'm Robertson.
I'm Silas Hamernik. Today is Friday, February 23rd, and Good Morning John Burroughs starts right now.
Welcome back. As we mentioned in our open, today is the Pop Show Assembly, and this weekend is the annual VMA Pop Show. Come out tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. or on Sunday at 2 p.m. to see all the choirs and individual singers perform. Tickets are on sale in advance on the VMA website.
Speaking of events going on today, there are several important deadlines. Seniors, today is your last day to purchase your grad night tickets and select your bus for this memorable senior event. See the student store to make your purchase.
GCC is holding its early college acceptance workshop today from 2:30 to 3:30 in the computer lab. See Ms. Mirando in the Career Center to sign up today during nutrition or lunch. Remember that any student who completes this ECAP program will earn a $400 bookstore to GCC.
Nominations for 2024 Prom Royalty Court are now open, but close in just 1 week. Both the theme and nominees will be revealed on Friday, March 8th during lunch. Now, let's send it over to Laszlo with a look back at some recent trending news in this week's Bear Recap.
In political news, the Supreme Court is considering whether they will take up a case regarding former President Donald Trump and presidential immunity. Lower courts ruled that presidents do not have absolute immunity. However, former President Trump and his legal team argue that presidents need immunity in order to properly function. If the Supreme Court denies this case, President Trump's January 6th trial will move forward. For now, his team and special counsel Jack Smith wait for the court's decision. In the meantime, Trump and Nikki Haley will face off this weekend at South Carolina's Republican primary. Trump recently also launched a sneaker line and stated that he did so in order to target younger supporters. Moving over to entertainment news, the highly anticipated second installment of Dune opens up next week on March 1st. Initial reviews of the almost 3-hour film call it a sci-fi triumph and a visually stunning film. Rotten Tomatoes has it ranked on 97% on the tomato meter. Finally, Beyoncé becomes the first black woman to top country music charts with her single Texas Hold'em. That's all for me. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Laszlo. Now looking to underclassmen registration that started this week. That means you need to think about your classes for next year. ASB applications are now open until March 12th. Join the Google Classroom with the link on screen to find out more information.
ASB is not the only opportunity for those who want to be leaders on campus. Link Crew is also open for applications for current sophomores and juniors who want to make a difference for incoming freshmen next year and earn 30 hours of service. See the flyers around campus and scan the QR code to join the Google Classroom.
If you're interested in a career pathway, there are several offered during the regular school day here on campus. Burroughs offers CTE classes in culinary arts, film and television production, photography, as well as construction and engineering. These look great on college applications and resumes. See your counselor for information on how to register for these classes in the fall.
Speaking of college, the College Peer Mentors are also recruiting current sophomores and juniors interested in helping fellow students navigate their post-high school options. See Mr. Kuglin in room 1207 for the paperwork.
Now, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's look at club news. Christian Club meets today at lunch in room 2303. Interact Club meets on Monday at lunch in room 1209. Finally, if you're in the teen court and want to go on the field trip to the Criminal Justice Center, pick up a trip permit from Ms. Grenay in the library as soon as possible.
We are nearing the end of Black History Month and are at the conclusion of the Black Culture Celebration Week. Come out at lunch to hear a variety of music featuring black musicians and singers. Let's send it over to Cece Abbey, who has our final spotlight of the month as well.
While most people know Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, few know of the man who organized the March on Washington event where King delivered his iconic words. For today's Black History Month segment, we're spotlighting Bayard Rustin, a human rights activist. Bayard Rustin was born in Westchester, Pennsylvania on March 17, 1912. He was raised in a Quaker household, solidifying his values of nonviolent protest. He attended Wilberforce University, the first ever HBCU in Ohio. Bayard Rustin was a political activist who worked closely with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He is most well known as being the key organizer of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, which pushed for the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Later in his life, he formed the American Committee on Africa to protest colonization and apartheid in Africa. He was a key figure in the fight for Black liberation. However, Rustin is rarely taught in modern history class and was kept behind the scenes in the civil rights movement due to his identity as an openly gay man. Though Rustin would be denied opportunities and ostracized for being open about his sexuality, he never hid his truth. Bayard Rustin passed away on August 24, 1987, at the age of 75. He was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2012 by former President Barack Obama. Rustin was recently the subject of the Oscar-nominated picture, Rustin, produced by Barack and Michelle Obama's High Ground production company. The movie has introduced many people to the life and legacy of this previously unknown historical figure. While for much of Rustin's life, he was hidden from the spotlight, for Black History Month, we recognize not only Bayard Rustin's accomplishments, but his refusal to hide who he was. For Good Morning John Burroughs, I'm Cece Abbey, reporting.
Thanks, Cece. If you're interested in learning more about the history and experience of Africans and African Americans in Africa and the United States, consider joining the AP African American Studies next year. If you're interested, please come see Mr. Hatch in room 2327 or ask about it at registration.
Finally, the JBHS Multicultural Festival is just a few weeks away. If you'd like to have your own culture represented, please see Ms. Grenay today so they can prepare something. The committee would like to see all cultures that are represented at JBHS on display.
Well, that's all from us today. Good luck to our performing arts and sports in action. We'll be back bright and early Monday morning. I'm Silas Hamernik.
And I'm Robertson. Have a great day and a safe weekend, Bears.